Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a product review and demo video, and what we're reviewing today is the Go Letterpress Couture Creations 4-in-1 platform. This is a letter press tool. You use it with metal stamps, and it gives you a beautiful image. This tool here, though, is designed also to be a stamping tool. It's designed to be a magnetic working platform as well as a stencil layering system, it being a 4-in-1 tool. I got this bundle off of Scrapbook. No. It was Scrapbooking Made Simple at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. The bundle came with the tool. It came with 2 rolls of craft tape. It came with 2 letterpress plates. This is 3.5 by 3.5, the large one. This is the Best Wishes floral. The Best Wishes is in 2 pieces, a really nice size. This is a 3.5 by 3.5 letterpress stamp as well. It's called Just For You Floral, and it has that sentiment just for you. There again, really pretty, very nice. You also get with the tool, you get a pack of 5 by 7 white cotton cardstock. There's 10 sheets, 250 GSM, and this is some really nice cardstock. It's very comparable to the Spellbinders, far as thickness and texture. This one does have a little bit more texture to it compared to the Spellbinders. There's a smooth side and a rougher textured side, and compared to Spellbinders, cotton card panels, these are 118 pound. The smooth side on these, it's similar in thickness, but the smooth side on this one is much smoother than this one is, but it works really nice nonetheless. These are only 4 by 6, whereas these are 5 by 7, so that's actually pretty nice. You can get larger sheets of this, 8.5 by 11 size. So let's see. You also get these little metal magnetic stencil holders. These are supposed to help hold your project down or hold your stencil in place while you're doing different techniques, mixed media type stuff. I will say that so that's everything that comes included when you purchase it, and when you purchase it on their website. Right now she has it offered for $69.99. So basically $70, free shipping on anything $50 or over. Tiny catch with that is when you order this, it not being on an like express shipping order. She does these specialty sales on her website where you get expedited shipping when you do those special sales, and you get pretty quick shipping within 2 weeks. But this would be considered just a regular purchase, and therefore it's subject to the 30-day or more time frame far as it being shipped. Now I ordered mine on September 2nd, and I received it on September 23rd. She is very good about letting you know when the status of your order has changed. So she sends you an email. She lets you know it's like it's gone to packaging, it's gone to shipping, it's shipped, and she gives you a tracking number. So there is that. But just be aware that on regular orders, there's a shipping delay, and their disclaimer is that it's 30 days plus at this point. So there is that. You might not get it for a while, but that being said, it is only $70, and it comes with all the fabulous stuff. Whereas when you buy it on HSN, I think it's only the tool, and it's $119, and then you have to pay shipping on top of that usually. Sometimes you can get a free shipping code, but or you can get like Craft Day cart where it's $7.50. But there again, you still have to pay $7.50 shipping, and it's $119. So there is that. These letterpress plates generally run around $18 a piece. The larger ones are around 25. You can buy those on her website as well, because there was several that came out when they released this a few months ago on Scrapbooking Made Simple. You can buy them on HSN as well. I think they are still on there about $18 to $20. The larger ones are 20 to 25. And they all work really nice. The Couture Creations letterpress plates work with any ink, and they work very nice no matter what ink you use. Although I will say the Spellbinders Better Press ink is very nice, gives you a super crisp image, and then you can watercolor or alcohol marker color over the top of it, and they work great. So there is that. I'm using today when we demo it, and all the demos I show you, all the samples I made are all using Memento Dewdrop inks. I have the 3 sets of these. I love the color range of these inks. I like the size of them, and I like the fact that there's a tip, and then a tip to get tiny little pieces, different color, and then the large ink side to get big sections, so it doesn't take as long. So this is what we're actually going to demo with, are using these, and it works great. But yeah, so there is that. And I was also going to show you the difference between this and doing letterpress and the spellbinders. So this is what this tool does with these metal plates when you ink them up. They do an impressed design into the card in whatever color you ink it up in, and it creates a textural element. For a lot of people, they can see the difference, whereas for me, I don't see a noticeable difference. These little bees are stamped. The rest of these images are pressed into the paper. They're letter pressed, and I don't really notice a significant difference. I mean, you could tell here, especially a little bit of an impression, but nah, I wouldn't buy this solely as a letterpress plate option or a letterpress tool option. However, because it does multiple things, I would recommend it for that, especially as a stamping tool. And then you can also not, it doesn't say that you can, but I've done it and it works for me. I can use my Glimmer hot foil plates in it and use those as letterpress plates as well. So I like it for that. It gives me it helps me stretch out my crafting items, and so for that reason, I really like this tool, because then for me it's multi-purpose. And so here's the difference. So this is done, these both use the Couture Creations cardstock, so it's really nice cardstock. And then this is the same press plate, the same sentiment, but this one was done on the Better Press, Spellbinders Better Press letterpress system. um, this one right here, and this is the difference. Like, I think the Spellbinders one has a little bit deeper of an impression, but still not dramatically noticeable. I mean, I don't know if it shows it on camera or not. Like, if you can tell the dimension, the detail of that or not. But to me, if you're just glancing at it, you don't necessarily notice it. So it doesn't. It's not that prominent of a detail on the card that I can see or that I can justify. So for me, I was like, well, but if you feel it, it does definitely feel, you can feel texture on there, and feels really nice. The press plates work beautifully. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, and I really love them. I like using them. They're really simple to use. But if I was just going to invest in a new system and that's all it did, it's, to me, it's not that impressive. But the fact that you can use it either letterpress plates, you can use it with your hot foil plates, which I do. I don't know if it's recommended. I didn't read all the instructions or not for the Couture Creations one. And the fact that you can use it as a stamping tool, I absolutely love it, and I would recommend it highly. So that's what that one looks like. Now, the physical differences of this tool, the Couture Creations is a little bit smaller. It's about an inch narrower and then about an inch shorter than the Better Press. It has a hinged lid, which is so sturdy. It is removable. it has markings on the lid that do 5x7, 4x6, and then 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is A2. So that's really nice. It's got markings on the platform, the magnetic portion of it, along with it has those same markings on the platform, along with centimeter measurements as well as inches. I will say that that does make it a tiny bit confusing for where your templates are, but you can kind of squint your eyes and get around it, you know? So the 5x7 is out here, then your 4x6, and then your A2, and then you have these middle cross grids, which these are super handy. I use these a lot. Um, the other lines I just use for lining up, making sure I'm straight, but not necessarily measuring per se. But this is very sturdy, feels very nice, very well made. And you can use it in your electronic die cutting machine or your manual machine. And I've used it in both and it works amazing. So this fits in any machine that takes steel rule dies or Biggs dies. Steel rule die, Biggs dies are steel rule dies. That's just like the brand name of them. And so either your Go Power and Emboss, your Spellbinder is Platinum 6, your Sizzix Switch, or Sizzix Big Shot. Either one of these will fit in that. It will not, I emphasize not, fit in your Empress, nor will it fit in your Gemini. Um, the Gemini Pro Series or the Junior. There is a Gemini, and there was a new Gemini that came out that's kind of pink and white. What is this one actually called? Oh, I have a Gemini Pro. And I don't know if what the new one's called. Maybe it's like the Gemini 2. I don't know if it fits in that one or not. It looked like it took a thicker sandwich, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyways, if it's the narrow, skinny slot like the Empress, these won't fit in there. You have to be able to put a steel rule die through the machine. Those really thick dies. If it takes those, then it will take this. And I use mine in my Go Power and Emboss, which I absolutely love. It works beautifully in that. And this was made for it. So there you go there. The other differences with this are the platform on this doesn't take any shims, so this doesn't shift around or anything. It's stationary and nice and solid. I really like that. The other difference is the magnet on this isn't as strong as it is on the Better Press. However, the Better Press taking shims and having a removable magnetic piece to be able to put the shims in and out makes this shift around. So it doesn't necessarily do multiple letterpress stamping like you would hope, because this does shift and you don't get an exact impression. Um, I am not a fan of this one because when I used it in my electronic machine, it broke the little it broke the little springy feet on it and made the other ones all really funky. I don't know if they fixed that or not. Seeing like that one's like cracking, getting ready to break. I don't know if they fixed that on the new ones or not, but if they have, then it probably works better than this one did. And this was one of the ones that first came out. The other thing is I like the fact that this one hinges, whereas this one you have to take off and then you have to make sure it's all aligned back up and everything, and then you can put it into your machine. Um, I I just really like how this one's constructed. I think this is so stinking nice. Um, let's see what else. What else is there? The other thing about it is, oh, okay. And so then there's a workaround that I do for both of these, and that's why this is on here. I, instead of using the tape to tape my cardstock down, I use a piece of Sizzix sticky grid sheet. And I put it on the lid or I put it on the platform, depending on what I'm doing with it. And it holds my cardstock instead of the tape. So that way I don't have to worry about, is the tape going to be in my design? Am I moved over far enough? Is the tape going to come off? And that sort of thing. The sticky grid just works so much better for me, and I really like that as a hack. So yeah, so that's another little tip or trick for you there for using this to make it easier. The sticky grid does wear out a little bit, but so does tape. And you get a bunch. This is Sizzix sticky grid sheets. They're 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So you can get a lot of pieces, and this is a big piece. I generally only use like a 3 by 4 inch piece for the middle here, and here, let me see. This size here, I just use a piece like that big, and it lasts for a long time. I did a lot of cards with one piece, so I think it's really cool. It's adhesive on both sides, which is why it works so awesome. So it sticks. You peel off a backer and it sticks down. Then you peel off a front backer or a front layer, and then it reveals the sticky portion, and then you can put your cardstock on here, like so. It's really cool. It keeps everything super sturdy. This is meant for the Sizzix stamp and stencil tool. And I love that tool so much. It's my favorite stamping platform. It's nice and large. It's super sturdy. And I just love using it. It works perfect. And so then I found a ton of uses for the sticky grid sheets. So I buy these in bulk and I use them doing all kinds of crafting stuff. And let's see, I think that's about it. That's about all the differences. So then let's get on to it being a 4-in-1. Let's talk about the 4-in-1. The 4-in-1, the magnetic platform. It's kind of silly. It doesn't work as a magnetic platform at all. They shift around. The magnet base, the magnet on the base isn't very strong. Like, it's strong enough to hold these in place, but it's not strong enough to hold down your projects. So like, these are supposed to hold your, well, these like move around, but if you were stenciling on this, it's gonna shift. Now mine has actually grip on it because I've been putting sticky grid sheets on it, so it's a little bit tacky, and it helps stuff not to shift on the top of this. But when it's just all by itself, these don't really, I mean, it moves, so you're not really gonna get a very good stenciling because this thing, it shifts. So yeah, and these aren't very good. And then you're supposed to put your stencil, supposed to put it on there, put your stencil on there, and then be able to stencil, but these just move so much back and forth. It being a magnetic platform doesn't really work. I also tried my Misty magnet on it, and it didn't hardly stick to this at all, so there is that. And then the other thing about it being, yeah, so as a magnetic platform, not so bueno. And then the stencil layering thing, not so bueno. Not my favorite, but as a stamping tool, absolutely love it. Love, 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 love it. Let me show you how that works. So basically, let's see. I've got a big stamp here. I've got my cardstock. So let's go ahead and put some sticky grid sheet down. And let's go ahead and pop a sticky grid piece down. So you see it, you just peel it off each side, and then it's adhesive, and I've already used this one. And so then you just line up your paper wherever you want it to be onto the platform like that. And now this doesn't shift at all. And then you take your stamp. This happens to be a Spellbinders Happy Hello Floral. It was August 2023's stamp set. And we're just going to use this really quick. And we'll do this really large one, because this thing is amazing for doing stamping off. If you have a large one and you want to do partial stamping, this thing is awesome. And then let's do sending a happy hello. We'll do that like right about here. Let's see, that looks pretty good. So there. So then this just picks it up, and it works awesome. Look at that. So then all you're going to do is you're just going to ink it up, and let's see. let's go ahead and let's do black on this one, on the sentiment. And these are, like I said, these are just a little Memento Dewdrop inks, and they work really great. I love how you can get in there and do different stuff with them. Let's try this little green. It just makes it really fun and nice. And you can switch colors out really easy. And then we'll do a little orange on this other one. And we'll do it on this one up here too. A little orange on that one. And then we'll do a little green on the other leaves. See how you can just kind of get the little tip of it down where you want it. And if the camera wasn't in the way, it would definitely be easier. And then we'll just kind of ink up all this. And then I'll put a little yellow on that one. And then let's see what that looks like. That should be pretty fun. And then this stamp hasn't been used, so it's not seasoned. So the ones that you've used a lot will work the nicest. Oh, but right? How cool is that? Oh, that is pretty stinking fun. Let me do this. Where am I at here? This one here. Let's do that one in yellow again real quick. Get a little bit darker. Oh, right. Isn't that great? What a fun fall card. And then, okay. And then let's put these back on. And let me get this black, because I want to get that a little bit crisper. And so, yeah, so you can just keep... See, look at that. Isn't that terrific? Yeah, and then this is a terrific fall card. And then you can trim it down, or... And then I'm just using Nina Super Smooth 80-pound Solar White cardstock for this. Just because I don't want to use up all my letterpress paper. And but like, right, isn't that terrific? Pop that on an orange card base or a green card base, and wouldn't that be super fun to send to somebody? I think that is great. But this is a fantastic stamping tool. I absolutely love it. And then I just use baby wipes to clean this up. So let me grab some. I'll be right back. Yeah, so then I just grabbed some baby wipes here. And so then to so to clean it, I just take the baby wipe and wipe it off, because the Memento, and then kind of depending on what ink you're using, you might have to use a different cleaner. So like if this was Letterpress ink, you would probably, if this was Letterpress ink, you would have to use like Archival or the Stays On stuff. I can't remember which one they use for that. So then I take a microfiber towel and I dry it. This is just a bar towel I got from Costco. Because you can get a giant pack and they're like a really good price. Let's see. So we're done with that. So that's how it works stamping. And I just love it. And like, you can even like, if you wanted to, say you wanted to, I don't know, like put this on this side, like you wanted it to be right there, you can hang the stamp over and it will still pick it up and you can stamp with it. And I love that because there's no edge on the lid and there's no edge on the platform, which means you can do larger projects. So you can have a really big piece of paper in here. So like pretend like this is an 8.5 by 11. You could have that in here and you can still stamp on it. So, or a scrapbook page, you can use this to stamp. It's really stinking nice how it doesn't have the edges and stuff. You do want to be mindful, like when you do get a stamp up here, not, you know, to press too much because you could potentially break this. You want to keep your stamps down towards the end of the lid, not at the hinge portion. But I mean, it's still stamps amazing. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. So yeah, so let me put these back. Yeah, hang on. Let me put these back. I'll be right back. Okay, so now this is a letterpress tool. What I like to do is I like to take my sticky grid sheet and I like to just stick it up at the top, and I like to make it smaller than whatever it is the project that I'm working on. And so I'm gonna use the cotton card panels from Letterpress, and primarily because they're smaller, and I don't want to waste my big ones for a demo. So I'm gonna line this up. These are 4¼ by 5½. They're A2 size. So I'm gonna line that up on the A2 grid up here, on top of that sticky grid, and it adheres it like that. So now I don't have to worry about where the tape is on my project. I can just proceed forward in stamping and creating whatever it is I'd like. So I think we ought to go ahead and try demo this one here. This is the Couture Creations one. Just so you can see how they're stamped. They stamp really stinking nice. And I got a bunch of examples I forgot to show you, but we'll get to that here. So let's actually put it at the bottom here. Let's make sure that that's gonna, yep, that's gonna, oh, I have to flip it over. You have to do design side up. Whoops. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go that way. It's all on there. And then let's also go ahead and put the sentiment down as well. Now, like I was saying earlier, this magnet isn't the strongest, so you'll want to be very gentle as you're inking it up. And I thought for this one we could just go ahead and do a couple colors. So let's do orange, let's do pink, let's do purple on this one. And so we'll do orange. Let's do like this one in orange. And maybe that little guy right there. And then we'll do, let's do the bottom one in purple. Like so. And then we'll do the sentiment in purple as well. And then we'll do the rest of it in like, but let's actually throw a little purple on this side. And then we'll throw the pink on the top up there. Now, far as being able to multiple stamp an image, because the magnet doesn't hold it too well, you're gonna want to make sure it's all inked up really nice before you do it, because the odds of lining it back up again after you inked it are slim to none, because the magnet doesn't hold it as tight as the Spellbinders one. But let me run this through my Go Power and Emboss, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is here. Oh, look how fun, right? Isn't that great? Yeah, that turned out swell. Well, here, let's take it off. And so then when I'm finished with it, I just peel it off and then peel the sticky grid sheet off. If the sticky grid sheet started out here, it would, for the most part, it would stay here. But because it's been off and on, it peels off with the cardstock. But look at how nice that is. And you can still see a bit of an impression. And then the fun thing that I like to do is, if I do multiple colors on something, I like to edge the cardstock. Oh, but this is a 4¼ Let me cut this down. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So I just cut this down to 4 by 5¼ And so what I like to do with these is, I like to edge it in some of the colors that are in the design, just to make it a little bit more fun. and add a little pop of interest. So I'm going to take these and go around the edge. And you just drag them on the edge is all you do. I like that. And then last but not least, we'll do the orange. And then how fun. I mean, and that is really quick if you think about it. That is a very quick, oh, whoops. A very quick card design. Like so simple. And then look how fun that is. And then you pop this on a card base. Let's just pretend like this is a A2 size card base. And then look how fun that is. Isn't that terrific? Like you just pop that on there. Like, right? Isn't that just great? I think that is so fun. It's artsy, but it's clean and simple. It's like really nice. So yeah, so this works beautiful. Whether you're using it as a stamping platform or you're using it as a letterpress, I think it is so fun. So now the other thing that you can do with this is you can, wait, let me clean these off. There again, these with the baby wipe. Now, if I was still using this one, like I wanted to do multiple cards, I would actually just wipe it off. The plates I would only wipe off with a dry microfiber. I wouldn't use anything wet on them. And the primary reason for that is because the water settles down in the crevices of the plates and it distorts the image if it doesn't get completely dry. So yeah, you want to be aware of that. The first time I was using the Spellbinders letterpress and I was doing with the press plates, I would get these really funky images because it would be like super blurry. And I discovered it was because I was cleaning in between with liquid, and you don't want to do that. You want to use dry. If it will take it off, you know, and usually it does. Even when it's the Better Press ink, it still takes it off. So then the other thing I wanted to show you that this does really well is you can use your glimmer plates in this. Now, it doesn't say that you can do that, but I've done it and it works awesome. The other thing I was going to do too, though, was so let's grab another piece of this cardstock here. And my little sticky grid keeps popping off. So I'll pop that back on there, and then we'll pop this on the A21 grid, like so. Make sure it's pressed on there really good. Press it down so it stays. And so I was going to take this and run it through, color it up and run this. So this is the coordinating foil plate. So now, so I love being able to use this. So look how big that is. This thing is a behemoth. So we're gonna actually go across like this. I think we should. Oh, you have to do it up. Design up. I don't know why I keep trying to put it down. I think because I think I'm stamping. Oh, so where do we want this to? Oh, let's do it like that, and it'll be off here. And then let's go ahead and yeah. So let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fantastic. So let's ink this up, and let's do we'll do some pink on this one and pink on this. Maybe let's just do pink and green on this one. And so then this, and then we'll do, so that pink, oh, we'll do this like fuchsia. Let's do this fuchsia on these like berries. Here, like that. And then we'll do on these berries up here as well. Like so. And then let's get this cool green color. I love this. This is pear tart. This is a beautiful, like, vibrant green. It's so pretty. I just love it. And I love it paired with a pink. It's so pretty with the pink. And so now I'm just going to squish it around on all the different leaf parts, trying not to get it in any other ink other than, let's see, and then hopefully I can just squish on some color on that leaf. And then up at the top up here. I like that. And that's all. I love these little teardrops for this. being able to kind of get in where you can't normally with. But let's try that and see what it looks like. And yeah, so, oh, whoops. I think I rubbed that off. Okay, there we go. And so let's do that. So let's see what this looks like now. And I'm running this through my Go Power and Emboss. So hang on 1 second. All right, and the reveal. Right? Isn't that great fun? Oh my heavens, that is so pretty. So let's go ahead and take this off. Let's take this off and we'll clean that. Yeah, see, this is normally what I do. I just wipe it off like this with a dry cloth so you don't have to. And this is a glimmer plate. I just love it when you can take items in your stash and stretch them. I think that is fantastic. When we can purpose them for tools that make it so much easier and use them in a different way. And yeah, and then with the Memento inks, look how easy that is. And the Memento inks, I think you can get on scrapbook.com. You can get them on Michael's and then dry it so it doesn't smudge or, you know, make your image look jinky. But scrapbook.com, I think Joann's has them. Joann's a lot of time, I think, gets these on sales. These, the packs of these Dewdrop inks, I think Joann's has, a lot of times has them on sale. So now let's see. Let's see. We, I think, are going to do just like that. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, why not? Let's see. This, maybe we pump it up here a little bit. What if we go right there? So it's going to be like in this corner here. I think that is going to be, and on this side here, I think that's going to be fine. And I think we want to do it in black. Just so we can see what that looks like. Yeah, the Spellbinder's magnet is actually much stronger than this one is. But that platform shifts. So you're kind of 6 dozen one way, half the other. It's like, well, we're going right there. That looks awesome. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. And let's go ahead and pop that off. And then look at that. Hope all is well. I didn't get enough ink on there, but that's okay. I still think it looks really cool. This is like a super fun design. I really like it. And yeah, and so then on this one even, you could even ink up the edge and then put it on a white cardstock as well. And so let's do that. Let's go ahead and ink that up. And I like to do it in a different dimensions of pattern, so that it just is fun. Like, you don't, it's unexpected. It's not even like that. Like, how fun is that, right? And then we'll do the green that we used in that. And then look how fun that is. Isn't that great? And that just pops. And now let's see what that looks like on, like if it was on, right? Look at how cool that is. That is going to be pretty fun on there, right? That is so cool. So yeah, so to be able to stretch your supplies and use them in different ways, I think is so awesome. And this tool allows you to be able to do that. And much easier than my other little hack that I had for the hack I had for turning your Glimmer Hot foil system into a letterpress, because it won't work. Like, it works with your letterpress plates, but it won't work with your glimmer foil plates. So this tool, either one, the Spellbinders or this one, if you take all the shims out of the Spellbinders one, it works awesome as well for doing Glimmer Hot foil plates, being able to letterpress with those. But this one, you don't have to do anything to, and you can just use it exactly the way this is. And I ran this through my Sizzix Big Shot, and it works perfect. I mean, I didn't have any trouble with it at all. It works just fine for me. Now I don't, it doesn't say you can do that. So it's at your discretion. It's what you want to do with your tool. And how you want to use it. But for me, I love the fact that I get to stretch my supplies in that way. And I think it's great. So let me show you all the other ones that I've actually done besides just these here. So that's the first card, stamped a little bee on the inside, and thought that came out just so cute. And then let's see. Oh, I had started this video before, and yeah, anyways, we were making this card. So what happened was, this is a hot foil, and I had stamped it, and I meant to ink this up after and do it, but because you can't do a double stamp exactly, I didn't want to mess that up, and it had impressed it into the paper already. So I just inked up the bottom and ombre it up past the Merry Christmas, so that would stay white and you could read it, and that was just ended up being pretty fun. So there's another way you can like just press them into the paper and then blend over the top of them so it shows up white or whatever color you want it to be. So this is another letterpress there. These are Glimmer Hot foils. So I did this with gold metallic ink and then some red, and made a fun little card that way. I stamped this in the colors, and then like I did this one here, but strategically inked up the flowers and then the stems, and then I watercolored it, and thought that came out pretty fun. I was trying a little artsy design, and I thought this came out pretty cool, and it's just a fun way, another way to use them. Same with this one. I don't know. Okay, that none of that's in. So stamped it in black, and then edged it in black, and then watercolored it up with my Zig watercolor markers. This is just stamped as well. This is a few stamp sets or Glimmer hot foil sets, and I thought it came out cool. This is similar to the one I did up there with you. Oh, and see, like, isn't that great? Oh, I just love how that turns out. And then you could even do that on the inside, and look how fun that is. I think that is so neat. This is using it as a stamping platform. So this is a Hero Arts set here, and just stamped it on there, and then added the little bee on it. But like, right, that worked great as a stamping platform. Did a little mixed media with the stamp blocks, put ink on it, spritzed it, stuck it onto the paper, dabbed it onto the paper, the stamping block, and did a little inky background, stamped all the stamps in black, and did partial stamping. And I think that is just such a great way with this tool. And it did that. I mean, that is so neat. And then did a little design on the inside to complement the outside, and just thought that came out really cool. Yeah, I just love using it as a stamping platform. It works beautiful. And if you're trying to save space on your desk, this is a great way to have a tool that does so many things. And then you've already seen this one. And then these are the ones we did together here. And right, isn't that terrific? I just love how those came out. Those are so stinking fun. And yeah, just a great way to use. So stamping, letter pressing, or Glimmer hot foil. I mean, that is like for the win. So yeah, Scrapbooking Made Simple had the best bundle that I had found so far. $69.99 free shipping. Don't know when it'll ship. Approximately, I got mine in about 3 weeks. So there it is there, or you can get it on HSN for 120 plus shipping, and get it a little bit quicker. So there it is there. Let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Hopefully this answered all your questions. If you were curious about the Couture Creations letterpress system, letterpress 4-in-1 tool, and or if you have any questions, you still need some answers, let me know down in the comments. Thanks again. Thanks so much for hanging out, and until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye bye.